Hey guys, welcome to my Scorpion friends. My name is Angel with Ninth House Collective, and this is your monthly reading and energy update for February. Thank you guys for joining me. For those of you who are new, I use my channel for personal growth mindset, for gaining self-awareness, and for getting messages around how we can affect positive change within our life, right? What might need a new story, what might need a new way, right? A new way of being or of doing, to really bring about the highest vision we hold for ourselves. I will also be oftentimes bringing messages around our chakra centers, and if I feel something within my body and hear or get some messages around those centers, I will bring those forth as well. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be drawing 3 cards from Tarot, looking at what we can release, what we need to welcome in and what wants to come in, and what actions we can take to affect some positive change and break through maybe some stagnation or blocks that we've been experiencing. All right, guys. All my videos are under 15 minutes. Take a sec, take a breath, let the day fall away. See what messages come through and how you can affect positive change within the circumstances within your life. As I shuffle the cards, allow me to be a clear channel, connecting only with the energies of unconditional love, the highest of wisdom, and the utmost healing. What is it that my Scorpion friends need to hear in regards to the energy of February? Okay, guys, let's see what comes out for you. And we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, the King of Cups in its inverse. Talk about like what you need to leave and what's coming in. Like they're two opposite ends of the spectrum. This is going to be interesting. And some action you can take. Okay, I like them. I'm liking where this is going. Very interesting energy. All right, Scorpios. Let's talk first about the Ace of Cups, which showed up in its inverse manner. Okay, this is around what it is that we need to let go of. And when this card presents in its inverse manner, what you are being called to release is letting your cups just be drained constantly, right? Cups are about how we give and receive love within relationships, right? They're about how we love ourselves. They're about emotional stability. So aces typically bring the message of a new inspiration, a new way of being, but because it came in its inverse manner, what you're being called to leave is overgiving and letting your cup run empty. That's the energy that needs to release. So, and you need to also, with that being said, let go of some emotional instability, right? So as we let go of this and learn to love ourselves more authentically, learn to love others more authentically, and take accountability and see where we need to make changes, you know, that's a beautiful message that this ace brings forward. So you're leaving behind overgiving. You're leaving behind not taking care of you and letting your cup run dry. So beautiful message. And the energy that wants to present, you go from the ace, right? Which is the beginning, the spark of new inspiration. What wants to come in is King of Cups energy. I just love this. So Kings represent mastery, and cups, what did I say? It's about our love and our emotional stability, how we fill up our cups so that we can bring the best of ourselves forward. What you're leaving behind is things that drain you, things that aren't good for your mental health, things that aren't good, things that don't feel good for you. You are honoring yourself, right? You're letting go of the things that drain your energy. And what wants to come in is complete mastery over this, right? Really, that means setting healthy boundaries, right? Following through with them. Really mastering emotional stability is what wants to come through. And so I think that's kind of like what you're going to be working towards through 2025. But the energy is here, it's ripe and it's ready. And so you're leaving behind, and the more you leave behind the things that drain your energy, the more you're going to bring in this mastery and this emotional stability. That is just beautiful. And some actions to take. So you guys also came in its inverse. I'll show you the card. So when I look at this card, the first thing that jumps out at me is the 5, right? And this showed up in, you know, actions we can take. And so the first thing is I'm going to tell you is change, right? Change. The action you can take is to change. And this is the 5 of Wands, right? So this card really speaks to, you know, a bunch of people like everybody wants to be heard. A bunch of people are having conflict. So the action to take is to change around your passions, right? In personal growth and development. Wands for me are that fiery energy that represent what we're passionate about, our purpose, our goals, right? So you need to make change around that, right? There's all these people and there's so much going on, but nothing's really getting accomplished. Nobody's really listening. Nobody's really, everybody's, they're it's almost like a play fighting. It is conflict, but it's really more about not being heard and not feeling heard, right? So the action to take is to make change around your passions and letting go of the conflicts and feeling like you're not being understood, and really honoring your passions, right? And then in turn, also listening to others, right? Because it's letting go, taking action around letting go of some of that conflict around our passions, around our wand energy, right? So 5, you're being called to take action around changing what it is that you put your focus and energy into around your passions, your goals, your dreams, and your desires, and to let go of the energy of not feeling heard or seen or others in conflict where they're not feeling heard or seen. So that's where you need to work on change to gain the mastery over your emotional stability and how you give and receive, right? You are letting go of things that drain your cup, right? This is what drains your cup, is conflict and not being heard. So those are the messages, and those are the main messages and the centers that I want to speak on for a little bit right now. You're mastering your emotions, you're mastering your heart, how you give and receive love. So I really want to talk about the heart center. That's the bridge, right? Between our spiritual and our material selves, right? Between the higher chakras and the lower chakras. But this bridge, this heart center, is all about forgiveness of self and others, right? So as you forgive yourself for past mistakes and others for past mistakes, because none of us live a life where we don't make mistakes, right? Sometimes it happens a few times. So it's forgiving yourself for maybe not honoring yourself or loving yourself or setting firm enough boundaries, or perhaps forgiving others who didn't know how to do that either, right? So that you can master emotional stability and really step into authentically loving yourself and others. So that's the first center I want you guys to nurture. There are so many free meditations online. So look up the heart center. That's your green center. Invite some emerald greens into your life. Think about green is the color, all colors have a vibration, but the vibration of a balanced heart center is the same as green. So bring some greens into your life with intention. And as you eat a green food or put on a green shirt, say, this is with intention of being mindful and healing my heart center. Okay, what other centers do I want to talk on? Definitely heart center. The other 2 centers that I'm going to say I would like to see some action around are going to be your throat center and your, I'm going to say sacral. So I want you to focus on bringing more joy and pleasure into your life and focusing on the things, your dreams, your goals, and passions. This center is typically blocked by feelings associated with guilt. So see where you hold some guilt, right? We're letting go of those feelings. We want to transform those so that we can create emotional stability. Whether this is something that, where someone harmed you that you need to forgive somebody, or whether this is a way you didn't kind of show up in your highest self, right? Showing up in the way that you wished, you would behave. So really unwinding feelings there. So sacral chakra is really unwinding feelings there about where you may hold guilt, right? And the sacral chakra is best nurtured by creativity, play, and joy. It's also, what is needed for emotional stability. So those are the 2 main centers, heart and sacral. But throat will be a third center. If you guys are feeling adventurous, this is blocked by the lies we tell ourselves. So it's really about unwinding the lies you tell yourself about some blockage around feelings of guilt, right? And needing to forgive, right? Because you're really bringing about a healthy relationship. And the cups, so you've got, mainly cups and some passion. So I really want you guys to fill up your cups this month. All right. Those are the messages and the centers presenting for you. Throat chakra is great, nurtured by journaling, and that is your blue center if you want to incorporate some blues, some oranges for your sacral, but heart center, you're really working on forgiveness of others and forgiveness of self to really bring about this mastery that this king speaks of over your cups. Okay, or over your emotional stability, right? Mastering that within your world. Okay, what is the message from Moonology that my beautiful Scorpion friends, what is it that they need to hear this month to really help them move through the energy of February more in flow? All right, to wrap up your reading, my Scorpion friends, let's see what Moonology brings. It's a time for healing, so beautifully said. Like, it is really, this message is about healing and letting go and forgiving others in your past as well as yourself, right? It's a time for healing and unwinding that. So you leave behind overgiving of yourself. So you leave behind not feeling worthy of taking care of yourself. So you really master your authenticity. You reclaim your power. You love yourself and you love others. It is a time for healing, and take some action, you know, around your passions and letting go of the conflict of not being heard or feeling heard, seen, and really releasing and showing forgiveness for others and yourself. So a time for healing. Beautiful. I love the message. I love how Moonology tied it all together. And I love all my Scorpion friends. So thank you guys for tuning in. I want you guys to remember that you are all spectacular creatures. So please take the time to nurture you and work on those centers, especially your heart center and your sacral center this month. All right, Scorpios, take care. Catch you next month.